Today's a spotlight ingredient video, and the star of the show is Miss Cilantro. Oh my God, I love cilantro. It's amazing aroma to me, but I know you too are either gonna tell me you love it or that it tastes like soap. Why is that? I mean, soap, I don't get it, but I learned that science has now shown that they can determine if you're gonna love it or hate it by your genes. And guess what? I did that test, and I do have the I love cilantro gene, and that's why I use it in everything. This is my most favorite herb. I love it. Now, for those of you who know how delicious it is because you too love it and have the I love cilantro gene, we don't need to talk about how delicious it is in recipes. Today, let's talk about the nutritional benefits of cilantro. But before I tell you about that, be sure to stay to the end because I'm going to tell you my favorite detox way to use cilantro. All right, so let's speak about the nutritional benefits. Well, first of all, it's an herb, and all herbs are nature's medicine. Second of all, herbs are alkalizing, and you know how important it is to have an alkaline diet. Not all herbs are green, but all green things are alkalizing. Cilantro's both, but all herbs are alkalizing. So it's really important to learn to use herbs in your cooking and in your foods and on top of your foods. Whether they're cooked or raw, they both have their benefits. You should use them as much as you can. So I love the fact that herbs are alkalizing because then I can take a recipe and I can boost the alkaline factor with herbs. That's a fantastic trick. So now let's talk about the nutritional content of cilantro. So the most important thing is that, of course, it's full of phytonutrients, but also flavonoids. And flavonoids and phytonutrients are all antioxidants, and they help us combat oxidative stress, which is what happens when our bodies age and go into disease. So flavonoids are really good, and you know where you get them? From your fruits and veggies. So this is one of the great benefits of being a plant-based diet eater, because when you're eating fruits and veggies and that's your whole diet, you're getting tons of flavonoids. But cilantro, the flavonoid that is the richest in cilantro is quercetin. Now, quercetin is something that I prescribe to so many patients in my practice because they had chronic allergies, and it works. It's really, really good. If you take it a little bit before your allergy season, that's another video, but if you take it before your allergy season, it really helps. But if you just eat a lot of cilantro, you're getting food medicine. And flavonoids are really important in our life because they do keep combating that oxidative stress that's inevitably gonna happen. So flavonoids, and cilantro especially, is high in quercetin. Next, cilantro is high in vitamin A, and vitamin A is good for our skin. People who have acne or skin problems should eat more cilantro or other foods that have high vitamin A levels. But vitamin A is really good for our vision and our eye health. So if you have eye problems or skin problems, then concentrating foods in your diet that are high in vitamin A is just an easy way to help you. It's not always the answer, but over time it will be, because food is medicine, and that's always my belief. And lastly, it's high in vitamin K, and we know from recent studies in the maybe last 10 years that vitamin K2 is an important vitamin to take along with our vitamin D, and that's because vitamin K tells the body where to store the calcium. Otherwise, it may be storing in our arteries, and that's not where we want it. So it puts the calcium into the bone and helps direct it to where it's supposed to be. How great is that? So vitamin K2 is really important when you take a vitamin D supplement, and so it's really helpful for women or men who have osteoporosis. So before I tell you the next benefit of cilantro, I just want to remind you guys to please subscribe to my channel. If you've learned anything, that's the biggest thank you that you can do, and I so appreciate it, you guys. All right, so the next benefit from cilantro is that it's a natural anti-anxiety and it helps people with sleep. Oh my God, hello cilantro. Who doesn't need to sleep better in this day and age with the way the planet is going and the lack of oxygen that we're having? We all need to eat more cilantro and get better sleep and calm the nerves. And the last benefit of cilantro that I want to tell you about, and I save the best for last, is that's because it's my favorite property of cilantro, and that is because it's highly detoxifying. Not only because it's alkalizing, which is what all fruits and vegetables and especially herbs do, but cilantro specifically helps bind heavy metals in our body. Studies have been sadly done on animals, mainly rats a lot, but more and more people are doing tests and finding that they're having positive results of using cilantro to help metals out of the body. But I do want to say this, warning, because detoxing is serious business and you shouldn't attempt that on your own. If you have mercury poisoning or heavy metal poisoning, you don't want to be pulling things out unless you know that your elimination system is able to get them out of the body, because I know so many people that got more sick from trying something a little bit too, let's say, harsh on their system when their elimination organs didn't work. So take it seriously if you're working on detox, but if you're fairly healthy and you eat cilantro, then it's just a natural process. All right, so now let me tell you my favorite way to use cilantro as a detox. So I already did a Soul Canyon Kitchen recipe with my favorite juice, and that is my #1 way that I love cilantro. So if you guys want to know the recipe for that, check out that video right now after this one, and then go to vidalspeaks.com and just click on recipes and you'll find it there. It's 3 ingredients. It's a beautiful juice of cilantro, apples, and lemon. And lemons and cilantro and apples are all highly detoxifying, but more than that, it's the most delicious juice that it actually will make you addicted to it. It's so good. You guys have to try it. All right, you guys, if you like this video, be sure to watch my others.